price reduction. What? Come on. We were just fighting over these houses not too long ago. And now we're talking about, and I like to say repositioning on the market instead of price reductions. No seller wants to hear that we've got to reduce their price, but we can talk to them about repositioning, right? Because your first week on the market, you have all these pent up buyers. You have 3 to 4 weeks worth of buyers that are going to be looking at these homes. Your second week on the market, you're just going to have new buyers. So we've got to get it right straight out of the gate. So what happens when we don't? Let's talk about that. So today, a little bit of housekeeping. We have some incredibly experienced agents here today. So I love when you guys get to speak up. So I have my trusty sidekick, Sarah, who is a partnership executive, and she's going to be watching the comment box. So my experienced agents out there, I would love it if you would drop some of your tips in the comment box as we go along. Maybe as I go through these 10 tips, it might spur something that you remember. Throw it in the comment box so we can watch all that. And then if you stay till the very end, I am going to share a Canva template for your SOP, your standard operating procedures. Because as business owners, we need SOPs for everything. So I want you to be able to print it off and hand it to your listing agents so that they know what they've got to do to be prepared for this market. So stay to the end to get that. Also, if you have questions, drop them in the comment box and Sarah will collect those. And if we have time at the end, we'll go through some of your great tips and some of your questions as well. So here we go. 10 tips to reposition your sellers on the market. So number one, right here, have a repositioning SOP. But we have to explain that at our very first meeting now, because here we go into this market, we have to be prepared. When you bring this up in the very first listing appointment, you want to make sure and have your metrics available, right? What is your local average number of showings to a contract? Experienced agents out there, this has changed over the years, right? So in the market we're in now, how many average showings are you seeing in your market before you get a contract? It used to be 11 here in Kansas City, right? Now, then it dropped down to like 5. Now we're back up to 13. We have to keep track of those metrics so that we can share that with our sellers when we hit that metric. So what are your metrics? No, went the wrong way. Number 2, bring a listing modification form with you on that initial listing appointment so that you're getting them prepared. The client needs to understand all of this up front so they're not caught off guard when it's time to sit down and talk about that paperwork again. Because we're all using things like .loop and DocuSign, and we're zipping documents over to our clients, and we really don't get a chance to sit with them and look at their facial expressions as we read paragraph to paragraph. So we know we're facing this right now. Bring that modification paperwork with you. Number 3, set your clients up with an email search of their neighborhood, right? So that they can see what's going on. They can see what's being listed and they can see what's being sold. You don't have to throw this in front of them all the time if they're automatically getting those emails. And so they need to know the reality of the market and they're just going to automatically see it, right? Keep your clients focused on the buy side. Half of our clients who list are probably going to buy with us as well. So we got to keep them inspired and motivated to be looking forward, moving forward. What do they need and want in the future? Keep them future focused. Number 5, show them the traffic. A lot of us call our sellers on Monday morning and let them know how many buyers have been through their house, how many people visited their open house. But I also want you to be sending them an email of how many people have viewed their home online. Now, Fusion also does the just listed marketing, right? And if you have an open house marketing and they post it on your Facebook and they do the boosted ads behind it, you can reach out in your Rainmaker TCS form and ask for the metrics on that ad so that you can show your sellers, we've had 50,000 impressions and 45 people have gone to my website to look at your video and we still don't have an offer. What does that say? Listen, I sold foreclosures back in 2006 to 2012. I know price fixes everything. It really does. But you want to be careful with that. It's all about positioning. Are you the house that without a shadow of a doubt is the best price for what you have to offer? Are you positioned correctly? Number 6, let the client have the final say on pricing. Now, be upset before they are if they don't have a contract yet. After that first week, you reach out to them and say, man, I'm upset we don't have that. That way they don't have to tell you that they're upset, right? If you're upset first, it says you're in it to win it to your clients, that you are working hard for them. So act as an advisor. Let them know that you're disappointed it hasn't received an offer yet. And so put it in their court that they make the decision of the pricing. Number 7, stay on top of that immediate competition. Do you have them set up on their immediate subdivision? And do you know the metrics for the immediate subdivision? Are you hopping on Facebook and Instagram and doing a reel or a short really fast and talking about that subdivision and letting people know what is going on in that hyper local? We know real estate is hyper local, so you have to be hyper local as well. Number 8, give them what they want. Yep. Open houses and broker tours. Here we go. We haven't done open houses in maybe a year, or a broker tour. What is that again? Oh yeah, we open up the house for lunch and brokers and realtors just finished their sales meeting, right? So they're going to come out and look and see what's on the market. When they do that, they're opening up their phone with their video too. Put a little sign on the door that says, hey, agents, show me off on camera. Open up your phone, do a video, put it on your story. Tell everyone that this home is ready for a new homeowner. And they'll do it because they're looking for a reason to get on camera too. They don't want to. They don't want to write a script. But if they're walking into a broker tour, they want to tell everyone on their Facebook friends and their Instagram followers that they're out there working and looking at the product. So let them use your house to do that and share those links with your seller and say, look how many people have been out there. We need to get positioned correctly on the market so we have takers, because we have thousands of people watching these videos. It's got to be positioned right. So get those broker tours going, get those open houses out there again, and show the seller you're working for them. Number 9, don't ask for price reductions. I tell you what, some of the people I have the hardest time with are passive aggressive people. But we have to embrace that here because sellers don't like to be told what to do. Some of them do sometimes, but not all of them, especially when they think you're taking money out of their pocket, right? So we have to use a passive approach and show them empirical data, okay? We have a lot of feelings. We feel like the market's turning. The news is saying this, but Guys, the empirical data wins, okay? In Kansas City, we have an increase of 20% in our inventory across the metro, and homes are still getting 99.9% of their original list price with an average days of market of 20 days, right? Give them the empirical data so they know exactly how fast homes are selling in the subdivision, how fast are homes selling in their price point. What is the foot traffic? Go to your showing desk, right? We all have software now to schedule showings. Go to that software, look and see in the different price points, where is the foot traffic? Where are the majority of the listings? Where's the foot traffic missing? Because that might be a great spot for you. So always look at the foot traffic and share that with them, all of it. Now, post your thoughts on pricing. We all have listings right now. Some of them need to be adjusted. Start priming the pump. Ask your people on Facebook and Instagram and all the different platforms you're using. What are they seeing on pricing, right? Some of your readers will become clients. They want to know that you have a system. Here, I'm giving you an SOP, your standard operating procedure. Share it, post it, talk about it. Say, this is what we got to do, people. Yes, the market is changing. It's changing a little bit, and we don't want to chase it. We don't want to chase the market. We want to be prepared for it. So this is how we stay on top of it. This is my standard operating procedure. Now, are you afraid other realtors are going to steal it from you if you share it? Who cares? We steal everything. We call it R&D, rip off and duplicate. What you're really doing is sharing with your clients that you've got a plan, right? That it is going to be out there and you're going to be on top of it. The worst thing that can happen is it gets stale, right? A stale listing. What the heck is wrong with that property? We can't let it get stale on the market. Okay, there's your 10. So I want to see what is in the comments. So Sarah, what do we have going on that you want to share? And I'm going to go grab the link for the in.
So Daniel had a great comment when you first started. He said there are buyers on Zillow who have saved your listing, but they haven't scheduled a showing yet. They're just waiting for that price to come down. And when you make a price adjustment and reposition it, they're going to get a notification, and then it might be the perfect house for them.
Love it. Nice. I love that one.
Yeah. All right. Thomas said he's got the 10-5 rule. Most houses sell through co-op agents. If you get only 0 to 5 showings in the first 14 days, that means that the agents are not finding the value there. Needs a 10% repositioning. If 6+ showings, buyers are not finding the value, and it needs a 5% repositioning.
Love it.
Daniel, what he does is he tracks 6 showings to 1 offer. So he knows that if he gets 12 showings, he should be able to get 2 offers out of that. And then somebody asked how he does that. And he says that they use their lockbox system in order to pull down the reports for the number of showings they have divided by the number of offers they get. And that's how they come up with their average. And Don, that is an amazing stat to be able to share with a seller when you're at a listing appointment. Is on average, for every 6 showings, we get 1 offer. Every 12, we should get 2. I think that was
agreed.
Hard. Yeah.
Yes, definitely look that one up. I love that one.
Yep. And then Kelly says, I definitely set my sellers up on a listing watch from day 1 and sometimes even before, because they need to watch that market, right? If they're seeing what's going on, then a lot of times they'll be able to come to their own number versus us having to get them to where they should start.
Perfect. Even before. I love that, Kelly. Thanks for sharing. You always share. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Those were the comments we had. What else?
Okay. Any questions? Does anybody have any questions? No questions? Oh my gosh. Okay, seller will not reduce price because Zillow says that overpriced house is the right price. Oh yeah? Well, what's the foot traffic? What are your buyers saying, right? What are they saying? The numbers do not lie. I always say the scoreboard never lies, right? Always, because when you go to that empirical data, it could be all the emotions everywhere, but numbers take the emotion out of it. Okay, Kelly also says, I forward showing time reports. Agents are more than happy to say overpriced. Yes, they will. They'll tell you. They'll tell you. Let's see. Anything else? They want to just wait to see if a buyer comes along who will appreciate it. Yeah, you might want to have a conversation with that seller, right, Sean? I love that one because it's true. That's up to us. Shelly's in here today. And yesterday we were on the phone talking about a seller, and that seller just wasn't right for her. They were wanting too much and too high expectations. They weren't being realistic, right? So when she put her pen to paper, she saw that she may be breaking even on that with all the time it would take and really looking at what she would be investing in that listing with an unmotivated seller or a seller taking advantage of her. It's okay to say no to a listing. It's okay. Let's see. I'm not a big fan of taking a listing no matter what, but everybody's got an opinion, right? Okay. Anybody else have anything you want to share? Any questions? Okay. We're repositioning, right? The appraiser gives the value. We tell them what the market's doing. We tell them where's the best spot, and make sure that you're getting out there and looking at the competition, walking through the competition, knowing your product, right? We have to get out there. It's cold, but we still got to do it. Okay. Anything else? All right. Kyle, James, do you want to send them off?
That's it. Let's get out there and tackle the day. Appreciate you all.
Thank you, everybody.
I will send out an email with this PowerPoint as well as the video and the link for the Canva SOP template. So those will all be coming in the next couple days here. And if we can help with anything, let us know. Grateful for all of you.
Thank you,
That was
everybody.
awesome, Dawn. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, guys.